This week in Jamaica Now, another big gun find, 21 firearms and a significant quantity of ammunition seized at a warehouse in Kingston. Relief, tears of joy as 20 Jamaican students who were studying in the Ukraine are now back home. Good Samaritans killed in car crash while transporting a gunshot victim to a hospital. Jamaican woman in the US gets 14 years in prison for drug trafficking. Body of villa manager found in St. Anne.
I will try my best to stay humble.
Guys Hill student Delano Tucker gets scholarship to chase academic dream after a viral video. And 19 years old and never gone to school. The story of a Culloden, Westmoreland girl.
I need a lot of help with her because when she born, she don't go to school because I didn't have it.
I'm Damian Mitchell and this is Jamaica Now. There were tears of joy outside the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James on Wednesday evening as 20 Jamaican students who were studying in the crisis-hit Ukraine arrived from Frankfurt, Germany. The students fled Ukraine amid tensions with Russia that escalated with a military invasion on February 24. A German traveler who identified himself only as Lucas said you could see the relief on the faces of the students as the pilot announced that they were about to land in Jamaica. The students have detailed raw fare as they scrambled to leave Ukraine.
The journey to Poland was very, very scary and tiring because at one point we had a bus, but the bus couldn't carry us no further, so we had to walk. Snow was falling at one point. It was really cold, really, really cold. We had to just bear each other and care for other friends, help each other with bags and stuff. When we were at the board, it was a very long line. We were just standing out there. As everyone knows, that I was the one that fell ill. I don't know what happened after that because I was being treated, thank God for my friends and Jamaicans that were there trying to help me throughout the way.
My family is a praying family. I had to get them on the phone. I said, you need to get into prayer now. My daughter needs to get home. And we were on the phone with Esther. We just started interceding while she was there trying to navigate it. At one point, the phone went blank. Couldn't hear anything. I was so stressed out because I said, God, I can't hear from her. They must have told her to turn off the phone because she was with immigration. They pulled her out of the line and had her one side and wouldn't let her go through. And we just went into prayer. Didn't know what to do. We just went into prayer because we had already done what we could. The next text I got from her, she says, Mommy, I'm on the plane. They had to escort me through because they almost had me miss the flight the second time around.
Meanwhile, Russia continues to advance towards key Ukraine assets. On Friday, the Russian military seized control of the largest nuclear plant in Europe. Guys Hill student Delano Tucker is now likely to realize his dream to attend the College of Agriculture, Science and Education case. His story of poverty and academic brilliance went viral on social media this week. The 17-year-old has been a 4-H clubite since grade 9. A 6th former, he scored passes in 9th Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate subjects. Moved by the family's needs, scores of Jamaicans, including celebrities, swarmed Springfield District on Wednesday to provide support.
This makes me feel that show me that I'm doing something good and that I'm on the right path and that all I have to do is continue on this path and then maybe one day I can come back and do this for somebody.
How have the kids been reacting? We saw Delano smiling a lot earlier.
Most people say don't smile, but he's a youth that's happy. In spite of what he may go through.
Were you at all nervous for him to talk about what you guys are going through?
No.
You weren't nervous?
Because I was struggling and somebody see the plight and come in and help.
The police have made another big gun seizure. Early Friday afternoon, 21 guns were found at a warehouse in West Kingston. The cache comprised 18 pistols, 3 rifles, and a significant quantity of bullets. The find comes days after 7 guns were seized at a port in Montego Bay, St. James on Monday. The 3 M16 rifles and 4 pistols were hidden in television sets. 9 magazines were also seized. In January, 20 guns and 40 magazines were seized at the Sangster International Airport, also in Montego Bay. In the Klansman One Don gang trial this week, the court learned that 11 firearms were detected to have been used in 10 murders orchestrated by the gang. They were also directly linked to 35 other shootings, including at least 27 murders. A ballistic expert made the finding after analyzing evidence such as bullets and spent shell casings that were reportedly recovered from each murder scene. The high-ranking police officer explained on Tuesday when he first took the stand that a direct connection has been established once a gun has been used on the same scene. He had previously told the court that based on his analysis with the help of an automated firearm identification system and an information database, 5 of the 11 guns used were identified in more than 2 incidents. The police are now searching for clues into the murder of a villa manager in Top Hill near Runaway Bay, St. Anne. Late Thursday afternoon, the body of 65-year-old Clyde Taylor was found. Taylor was reported missing on Sunday. His motor car was also found at the scene. Taylor managed the Sunflower Villas in St. Anne. The decomposing body was removed to the morgue while the car was brought to the station for safekeeping pending further investigation. A woman and a teenage girl were killed when the vehicle they were using to transport a gunshot victim to a hospital crashed on the Haddo Main Road in Whitton, Westmoreland this week. 29-year-old telephone operator Vanessa Spence and 16-year-old Brianna Smith, both of Golden Grove District in Ramble, Hanover, were at a party in Ramble around 11:30 on Wednesday night. While they were there was a shooting and 26-year-old Algie Ricketts of Axonads was shot. Spence and Smith were rushing the injured man to a hospital when their Toyota Axia motor car collided with a Ford F800 motor truck. They were pronounced dead at hospital. Ricketts died while undergoing treatment. In the United States, a Jamaican woman has been sentenced to 14 years in prison for trafficking cocaine and money laundering. Marcia Cunningham, who is 54, was sentenced in federal court on Wednesday. The Plantation, Florida resident was also ordered to serve 5 years of supervised release. It is expected that she will be deported once she completes her sentence. According to information presented in court, Cunningham was part of an international drug trafficking organization. It was argued that the organization arranged for the importation of multiple kilograms of cocaine from Mexico through the U.S. mail service. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. Like this video on our YouTube page, subscribe today and turn on your notifications. I'm Damian Mitchell, and before we go, 19-year-old Jelissa Williams, who has clubfoot and suffers from seizures, has never sat in a classroom all her life. Her mother, Brenda Ramsey, told the Gleaner that she was not aware of the affordable options for specialized care for her disabled daughter.
Well, when she born, them took her and bring her up to Kingston at Children's Hospital and do an operation on her. And from them do that operation, me did reach back up there with her, but I didn't have the money to bring her back up there.
But tell me some more about the situation. In the last 20 years, what has been going on with her condition?
Well, what was going on with her condition? She's sick, and she visit the hospital and the health center with her foot. When she want to do, she know when she want to do, but she don't know when she want to pee. So we have to keep on by her pampers.
So for the last 20 years, you've been purchasing pampers for her. And how much has it cost you over the years?
Well, I really don't check it because right now the pampers that she wearing, sometimes me buy it and sometimes me give them to buy it. And how much normally the pampers them cost?
$2,000.
$2,000 for what, a pack or?
Yeah, the pack. That's the pack we have to buy.
And how often you buy a pack of pampers?
Sometimes I don't really have it to buy the whole pack. The money we have to go and buy like 6.
Sometimes she have a seizure. Wait. Next to death. Sometimes she did I was alright, and then now she just start jump. We have to be there at hospital like the 1 whole month. We have to be there with her.